Summertime, a time of automotive festivals, gatherings and meetups. Except where I live, unfortunately. But I didn't let that daunt me. I made an event myself and had cars take part, whether their owners knew they were taking part or not. So think of this as a poor man's Festival of the Unexceptional, but with no festival and only one attendee. Welcome to the Algarve. Now let's go for a walk and try to find some interesting automotive things to gawp at. Hang on a sec, let me just get closer. Judging from the number plate, that's a late 80s Ford Transit, and looking at it, I don't think it's abandoned. Still looks like someone's everyday runner. They're very hardy vehicles, they really are. Do you get these things outside of Portugal and Spain? This is a Seat Inca, which would be based on the Seat Ibiza of the time, which itself is based on a Volkswagen Polo. So this is basically a VW Caddy, but rebadged. Peugeot 306, an early one. That one's from about 1995. And of course next to it, a very late Citroën AX. That's a 1996 model. Spot, special edition. Very nice. Interlude. There you can see the sea all the way over there. It's a very beautiful part of the world, this. Check out the Toyota Hiace. These used to be a common sight on every building site here in Portugal. Every construction site had one of these. Very hardy work beasts. But alas, even Toyota's legendary reliability cannot stand every hardship that's thrown at it. So yeah, many of them disappeared, but this one's still going, which is nice. Another interlude. This is a cork tree. That's where you get cork, and they've already flayed the cork off this one, and they did that in 2018, hence the number. And it can be done again in 2027-28. Lovely renewable source of material. So, see this? Might seem very unremarkable, but that is one of the very earliest Clios made. From the number plate, this is either a late 1990 or early 1991 model. So that would have put it at the very, very start of production, and perhaps at the very start of sales in this country. Which, if you haven't surmised, by the way, is Portugal, because that's where the Algarve is located. Local chimneys. My, what have we here? Is it a Fiesta or is it a Mazda 121? Yes, for those of you automotive geeks who know your Fords, you probably also know that Mazda made the exact same car as Ford, but then just called it the 121. Extreme badge engineering. Yeah, I think it's a Fiesta. So, nothing special here. Oh, what's this? Oh no. Oh, that is not cool. That was a Citroën AX. How sad. But anyway, at least there are lots of them here in the Algarve. Lots of still working ones, I should say. I'm not sure, that back bit there just by the window, my wife could use it because hers is broken. Oh, there's another piece of automotive history, a Series 2 Uno. It's a funny thing, I don't think they've survived as well as the AXs, but that could be my own bias. This is a late 90s, no sorry, late 80s car, judging from the number plate. And my goodness me, is it not in absolutely wonderful condition? Look at that. Even the hubcaps are all in one piece. The bumpers in, oh my lord. Congrats to the owner. That is a very, very, very nice exemplar. I think I'm lost, but I'm not sure. Whatever, let's keep going this way. What the hell is that? Asset Suzuki Ignis. How's that for a car rarer than the hen's teeth? What's more, it was imported. Built in 2003, but imported into this country in 2006, judging by the number plate. Interesting. Okay, I don't know what that is. That old car that's missing a rear screen. Can't tell from here, and my knowledge of older cars is too limited. And of course you've got a Renault 5 GT Turbo right next to it from 1988. and imported into this country, I would say, around 1998. Also an imported Volkswagen Vento. No, that's not a Jetta, whatever you want to call it. Interesting. I wonder what else is in here. Can't really see. So here's a tip, look. See, these are cacti, and those are cactus pears. I think that's the scientific name for them. No, honestly, I don't know what their name. I think they're cactus pears, and they look more or less offensive, and you've got these really big spikes there that look very aggressive. Anyway, my wife wanted to try out one of these, wanted to actually eat one of these cactus pears, so she picked them, but they're full of these micro prickles, and they really hurt, and she got about, instead of taking just one pear, she took about 4, so her hands were completely full of prickles, and I had to drive about 15 kilometers to the closest town to buy a pair of tweezers, and we spent the rest of the night, not evening, night, taking out prickles from her fingers. Not fun. So there's a top tip: don't pick cactus pears unless you actually know what you're doing. Wow, didn't know they came in purple. We're going to have a look at this Series 1 Xantia. Hello, cat. Do you mind if I film? Hope not. This Series 1 Xantia with the turbo D, so I think it's a 2.1 litre diesel engine, imported into this country in the year 2000, as can be seen by the number plate. So that would be something like August, September, the month it was imported. This sticker here, it says that it was insured up until just about 5 months ago. So it probably hasn't been sitting here for that long. It's got an MOT until 2021, according to this, but this means nothing, because by this time it was not mandatory to have an MOT sticker. So some people just left the last valid MOT. It wasn't an infraction. Oh well, hope better days come for you, Xantia. Later that day, I went with my family to De Vere, beautiful old town, which I do recommend you visit if you have the chance. And I also found a couple of interesting things. 2000 Berlingo. Gorgeous 4L. Wonderful. 4L, as they say. In great condition. In the supermarket parking lot, another AX. Yes, they are everywhere, and thank God for that. And also saw this weird thing that looked like a mutant Citroen Mehari. If anyone knows what it is, please tell me in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed this small trip, an automotive survey of my local environs. So from the Algarve, I bid you farewell. Bye bye.